A lot of buyers are sitting and waiting for affordability to get better. But here's what you may not realize. That is already happening. Right now, affordability is at its best it's been in over 2.5 years. And a lot of that's because mortgage rates have been trending down and home prices have been moderating. No one's saying the affordability challenge is fixed, but it's definitely better than it was. A lot's changed in the past couple of years, and I want you to see how much that helps your bottom line. Look, this keeps me up at night. My wife and I have raised 5 boys, and that's something we're dealing with. My adult sons being able to afford their own homes in their near future. We still have 4 adults living with us, and as a parent, you just want to see your kids successful. But this affordability has made it hard based on these factors I'll be speaking about. But I have hope. These stability trends will give them an opportunity of homeownership in their near future. So let me show you exactly what I mean. Back in October 2023, we hit rock bottom. The Housing Affordability Index was sitting at 89.9. That was brutal. That meant average family could barely qualify for a mortgage if they tried. Fast forward to 2025 September, just 2 months ago, we're at 104.5. That's a 16% improvement in just under 2 years. Now, I know that number might sound like jargon, so let me break down what it actually means for your wallet. The Housing Affordability Index measures whether a typical family earns enough to qualify for a mortgage on a typical home. When it's below 100, you're in trouble. When it's above, there's actual breathing room. So here's why it's improving. First, mortgage rates, they've been falling. We went from 7.70 in October of 2023 down to 6.43 in September 2025. Now, before you say that's still high, you're right. But here's the thing. Every quarter point drop saves you thousands over the life of the loan. Second, home prices are starting to moderate. After hitting record highs of $438,600 in June, the median existing home price fell to $427,000 by September. Prices are actually coming down. When's the last time you've actually heard that? Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. We're still in a serious affordability crisis, but let me show you the real numbers because it matters here. Take a look at this graph. As of 2025, nearly 60% of the U.S. households, that's 76.4 million families, cannot afford a $300,000 home. That's more than half the country, folks. The median price of a new home is at $459,826, and 75% of all U.S. households can't afford that. Let that sink in. That's crazy. The median monthly cost for homeowners with a mortgage is now $2,035, and the annual cost of owning a median price home takes up 47% of a median household income. The threshold for affordable is 30%, and we're at 47%. We're significantly underwater compared to historical norms. You'd actually like that between 25 and 30%. So why am I telling you things are improving? If we're still this stressed, because it matters. The direction matters, the trajectory matters. And if you've been waiting on the sidelines, you need to understand what's actually shifting. Now let's look at a side-by-side comparison of 2022 to 2025. Let me show you what's different from where we were at the peak of the crisis in September of 2022. Mortgage rates jumped over 6%, and they stayed there. The Housing Affordability Index dropped to dangerous lows. Buyers were frozen. Sellers couldn't move, and it was chaos. Fast forward to now, we've had 3 straight months of monthly affordability improvements: July, August, and September. Doesn't sound like much, but psychologically, it changes everything. It signals things are moving in the right direction. And there's talk of the rates potentially dropping in December as well. And here's something important for those of you in Southern California, especially between the Inland Empire and the Temecula Valley region. Affordability varies dramatically by location. The West is still hit the hardest. That's California, where we are, with an affordability index of 75. Meanwhile, the Midwest is at 131.9. But even here in the West, we're seeing month over month improvement. So what does this mean for buyers? Let me break it down in terms that actually matter. A buyer looking at the same home today versus 2 years ago is in a dramatically better position. When mortgage rates were at 7.70, every $100,000 of purchase price cost you about $740 per month. Today at 6.43, that same $100,000 costs you about $620 per month. That's $120 a month saved on a $400,000 home. That's nearly $500 a month in your pocket. But here's the bigger picture. Home prices are coming down means you're not just saving on the rate, you're buying a cheaper asset. It's a double win. Rate down, price down. But the housing shortage is still real. Economists estimate we need 3 to 4 million new housing units to fix the fundamental supply problem. And that's not solved overnight. But with affordability improving, some buyers are starting to move off the sidelines. That's creating more inventory movement. And believe it or not, that helps everyone. More buyers entering the market means more competition for sellers, which drives some activity. It means less stagnation. And for those of you thinking, should I wait or should I move now? I want you to understand, waiting is a rational decision when affordability is getting worse. But if it's improving, the calculus changes. So here's what you should do. Don't make decisions based on what affordability was a year ago. Check where you are now. Run the actual numbers. If you're in the Temecula Valley market or IE or any Southern California city, the dynamics are unique to where you're looking to buy. Here currently in the Temecula Valley, we have different inventory levels, different buyer profiles, and different opportunities than the rest of California. If you're sitting on the fence, I recommend getting a current mortgage pre-qualification to see what your actual buying power is in today's market, not what it was 2 years ago. The rates are better and your buying power might surprise you. And here's the bottom line. Affordability, yes, it's still challenging. We're not back to normal, but we're definitely moving in the right direction. And if you've been waiting, there's actual progress to act on. The question is, are you going to act on it now or are you waiting until early 2026? Hey, drop a comment below. Are you waiting for affordability to improve now or are you ready to move now or are you waiting until 2026? Hey, thanks for watching. I hope this message helped you and stay blessed.